Welcome to the NBA Coast to Coast podcast brought to you by thelines.com. Coming to you from the West Coast, Josh Lander. Not joined today by Nate Weitzer. He's got his own set of player props up for you guys, as I'm about to bring you in this video 4 from each of us today. Be lying if I said there wasn't a little bit of competition to see whose props prevail in tonight's 11-game slate in the NBA. So make sure to like and subscribe to that page. We've each got a game video up for you as well. I think we kind of agreed on the game video aspects of things as well. I've got the Nets and Knicks. I believe he's got that Lakers showdown with the Blazers. So definitely want to make sure to be able to follow along with all those. Also head to thelines.com. That's where we put all the great written content up for you guys all season, and have that odds finder tool for you so you can make sure that you're getting the best odds available to you from all those U.S. sports books. I'm going to jump into my first player prop here, going under on Mr. Jordan Poole. 32.5 points and assists in this one. He's been struggling a little bit as of late, I will say. His last 5 at home especially, just 16 points a game and 5 assists in that time frame. 30 minutes a game for the youngster still. 3 of those games without Steph too, so it's not like Steph's really gobbling up any of his usage there. His last 4 versus the Wizards, who they're taking on tonight, surprisingly good at D for the Wiz as of late. 25 a game, but just 2 assists in that time frame, actually getting more steals than assists versus the Wizards in his last 4 versus them. The Wiz, the last 5 on the road, like I said, they're 4-1 actually straight up, and really, really good defense. Top 5 in both opponent field goal and 3-point percentage, top 5 in limiting assists per game as well, and on the season overall, top 5 in limiting point guards assists per game, and then allowing about 24 total points per game to hit the opposing point guards. So it's just not a good spot, I don't think, for Jay Poole. A little bit worse on offense for the kid, like I said, overall, and definitely at home. So I think it's a good spot to take under 33 points and assists for him. Moving on to an over here, Joker, and it's it seems like a bit of a scary rebound prop for him against the Miami Heat team, who's incredible at rebounding, as we know. 11.5 boards for him, -115 on DraftKings. I'm taking over on that. In his last 4 versus Miami, he has averaged 13 a game. He's only missed getting 12 once, and that was in the game at home. This one's in Miami. And while Miami is number 1 on the season in terms of limiting opponents' rebounds per game at home, they have dropped to 8th in their last 5, and actually 8th overall in the season as well. So in Joker's last 6, 15 boards a game. He's hit this prop each time. He's played a few poor rebounding teams, including the Hornets, but also played plenty of decent rebounding teams in that time. And Denver's still playing at about the 4th fastest pace on the road and really everywhere on the season. The Heat have been playing a little bit faster at home than they do on the season, playing at about a 97.5 pace as opposed to 96. I think there's going to be some opportunities for some more boards, and Aaron Gordon may not play in this one. Jamal Murray might not play in this one. I think there's just opportunities for more rebounds, although it's not a great spot for the Nuggets. Overall, I think Joker's going to continue to be out there, and I'm a little bit wary of the points, but the rebounds at needing to get 12, I think he's going to continue to get those. So this one is my favorite bet. I probably should have started off with Jarrett Allen here, and they're taking on the Spurs. And Jarrett Allen's been on a tear anyway. The Spurs are awful. They don't have Jakob Poeltl anymore. Not that he was great this season, but 26.5 points and rebounds for Jarrett Allen. Going over on that for -120 on DK. Not the greatest juice, but you can actually go 27.5 on FanDuel if you want to get it a little bit better. I believe it actually goes all the way up to about 110. I would take that as well, the -111 or so for Jarrett Allen on FanDuel at 27.5 points and rebounds. No more Poeltl means they're allowing 52.5 rebounds per game. That's dead last by a lot for the Spurs there in those last 4 games without Poeltl. Jarrett Allen in his last 4 is at 21.5 points per game, got 20 points each and every time out, which is why I was happy to add the points in there for the points and rebounds, even though this could be a blowout. But 21.5 points and then 11.5 boards in 33 minutes over his last 4. So, I mean, like I said, the only issue would be if you consider the blowout factor. But, I mean, in the last 3 versus the Spurs, the Cavs, it's been a little bit close. 2 5-point games, a 1-point game in there that they needed last time out. So it's been a little bit close, still plenty of possessions in those games, and like I said, San Antonio playing at 105 pace on the road right now, allowing the most points per game and the 4th most rebounds per game to centers, 35 a game to opposing centers. So I just think there's just so many opportunities for the Cavs to get down low and Jarrett Allen to just crush this thing. So that's got to be my favorite bet of the night. night. My scariest bet on the night, and one that I just wanted to take it, to maybe see if I can be a little bit counter to what the thought process would be with Anthony Davis. I'm going under on his points, rebounds, and assists, 42.5 there on DraftKings. That's minus 110. LeBron's questionable, but he could play, first of all. So if he does play, everything drops for AD, including going from 15 boards a game without LeBron to 11 with him. So that would be a huge obviously helpful factor if LeBron plays and you get this at 42.5 points, rebounds, and assists for AD. I think you feel good about that. In his last 4 versus Portland, AD, 24 a game, 11 boards, and 3 assists. So still, 4 shy of that total that he would need. His last 4 on the road, specifically against Portland, 18 points a game, 6 boards, and 4 assists. That's all in 26 minutes. There was some funkiness in there. He definitely left one of those early after about 16 minutes because of an injury that I think he then actually kept him out for a little bit. But it's still not very good numbers against this team. I know Nurk's not in there, and it's Drew Eubanks' show, but the young dude's been playing actually pretty well, and it's not like Nurk really was providing much on the defensive end. So in his last 3 games overall, 16 points and 13 boards in 33 minutes. That doesn't even include 4 games ago where it just looked like he wasn't even trying, didn't really care in that Thunder game. So Portland, 3rd best in limiting opponents' rebounds on the season. Actually a really, really good rebounding team. Jeremy Grant, questionable. That would be a huge blow, but I do think he's probably going to be available as well. And hoping that he does, that would be helpful as well for us. And Portland, over their last 7, they've been bad, let's say this, on the season in terms of allowing centers to score and to get their numbers. But in the last 7 that they've played, top 12 in limiting centers in points and rebounds. So definitely gotten a lot better there. Might be because of the lack of Nurk, where he's just sort of not, pretty cement-footed, let's just say, and fouls a lot. So guys are able to get to the line and get theirs against him. Without him in there, probably a little bit better opportunity to slow down AD, who honestly just doesn't look engaged. And that's a big reason for why I kind of wanted to look at his under as soon as I saw how high all his props were, regardless if LeBron plays, which I don't think the books right now expect him to, but you got to stay on those injury reports in the NBA as they fluctuate wildly. So that is all the time we have for you in this one. Make sure to like and subscribe to that page. Check out Nate's picks as well today. And until we see you next, happy betting.